a normal family hid a crime no one expected. The Henderson family was the picture of suburban perfection. Mark, a friendly accountant. Sarah, a warm-hearted elementary school teacher. And their bright teenage son, Leo. They lived on a quiet street where neighbors waved from manicured lawns and kids rode bikes until dusk. Their lives were predictable, comfortable, and utterly ordinary, which is why no one could have predicted the secret buried beneath their perfect veneer. It started subtly. A new security system with cameras pointing everywhere. The family car, once a modest sedan, was replaced by a high-end SUV with tinted windows. Neighbors whispered. Was it a lottery win, an inheritance? But then came the late-night visitors' cars with no license plates pulling into their driveway and leaving just as silently. The Hendersons themselves grew distant. Sarah stopped organizing the neighborhood book club. Mark's friendly waves became curt nods. Leo, once a social butterfly, stopped hanging out with his friends. The house on Maple Street, once a symbol of community, was slowly turning into a fortress. One evening, Detective Miller, a seasoned cop, just weeks from retirement, was driving through the neighborhood. He'd seen it all, and something about the Henderson house just felt off. The excessive security, the new car, the family's sudden isolation. It wasn't just privacy, it felt like fear. He decided to run a routine check on the Hendersons' license plate. The result that came back made him pull over. The car wasn't registered to Mark or Sarah Henderson. It was registered to a shell corporation linked to a notorious crime syndicate that had been off the grid for years. Miller's heart pounded. This wasn't a midlife crisis. This was something deep, something dangerous. He started digging, pulling old files and connecting cold cases. He discovered that 10 years earlier, a key witness in a massive racketeering case against the syndicate had vanished. The witness's name was Michael Carter. He and his family were placed in the Witness Protection Program, given new identities, and relocated. Miller looked at the pictures from that old file. Michael Carter, his wife, and their young son. Then he looked at a recent photo of the Hendersons. They were the same people. The Hendersons were not criminals. They were prisoners. The syndicate had found them. The new car, the security system, it wasn't a choice. It was a demand. The late-night visitors weren't friends. They were enforcers, reminding the family of their precarious situation. The syndicate was using their home as a dead drop, a place to exchange illicit goods right under the noses of a sleepy suburb, knowing the family couldn't go to the police without revealing their identities and signing their own death warrants. They were trapped in a gilded cage, living a normal life as a cover for a crime they were forced to be a part of. Miller knew he couldn't just storm the house. The family was in incredible danger. He orchestrated a quiet, multi-agency operation. One afternoon, while the Hendersons were at the local park, one of the few times they were allowed out, together federal agents moved in. They didn't raid the house. Instead, they staged a gas leak evacuation of the entire neighborhood. As residents calmly filed out, the Hendersons were intercepted by plainclothes officers. Mark Henderson, Miller said, approaching them gently. Or should I say, Michael Carter, it's over. You're safe now. Tears streamed down Sarah's face. Mark grabbed his son, holding him tight. It was a relief, so profound it was painful. The life they had been living was a performance, and the curtain had finally fallen. The evidence collected from their house was enough to dismantle the syndicate's new network, leading to arrests across the country. The Hendersons were a BTS team. It was different. They were truly free. The normal family on Maple Street was gone, but somewhere else, a family once broken by crime finally had a chance to be genuinely, beautifully normal. Thanks for watching. If you found this story compelling, please like and subscribe for more.